This is the podcast, not an interview. This is a conversation. No gimmicks, just reasons. 84 reasons. Come holler at me. What up, my good people? I am Ben Troop. This is the latest installment of 84 Reasons, No Games, No Gimmicks, Just Reason. Make sure, though, before you do it, listen, we're going to get into it. Make sure you go to floridavictorious.com, type in 84 Reasons in the promo code, get 25% off your first month's membership. Doesn't go to me, it goes to people like my next guest. But speaking of my next guest, listen, we've been going international. I'm trying to tell you, this week we going to Serbia. You know, when my next guest probably just got off the court, just got done working out, still sweating a little bit, 6'11", 235 pounds, you know. But the great Viktor, is it Mikic? Mikic. Basically, what Jokic do in the NBA is what he's going to be doing for my Florida Gators. I already told him, I said, listen, every time he's on the court, but went from Serbia to Chattanooga. You talk about different. But Viktor, man, before we get into it, man, how you feeling right now, man? I know you over there doing some things with Florida Victorious. How has it been?
Man, it's been great. I mean, I'm just trying to get all these videos done, you know, chilling at home, spending time with my family, seeing some friends, you know, just having a good time.
Viktor, you get to go back home. Florida Victorious, we don't give them enough credit for what they do. When you talk about this world of NIL, and then you back at home, I know y'all got to do a day in the life. You got people following you around with cameras. You're like, look, man, let me brush my teeth, bro. Like, get out the bathroom. Talk about how Florida Victorious has helped you, you know, kind of like, you know, make your brand a little bit bigger as people kind of get to see, hey, man, even though I'm an international player playing for them Gators, y'all kind of get to see what goes on in the day of the life of Viktor.
Yeah, man, I mean, it's been great. It's been great. They've been supporting me and helping me. And I mean, this is the first time I ever had to deal like with some stuff like this, you know, NIL-wise. So it's just been great to support everything they did for me and for my brand and for myself. It's just been great. I'm super thankful.
I mean, Viktor, I mean, listen, you have nowadays the big man has changed. We talked about, you know, we joked a little bit about Jokic and what he means to the NBA. When I see your game, I see the same thing. Obviously, 6'11", 235, you a rim protector. You a guy that has really, really good vision on the court. Like, as much as you do, like, it's rebounding, offensive, defensive, getting, you know, talk about that court vision. Because the thing about, you know, y'all guys from Serbia, y'all fit the description of playing with your back to the basket, being a rim protector, but y'all got a point guard mentality as far as like seeing your teammates. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a little bit like culturally, because as from a young age, we're often taught to play like as a team, you know, to pass the ball around, to look for the open man. Like, it doesn't matter if somebody's better than, if the shooter's better than the dude with the ball, we're looking for the open shot, you know. That's the whole game plan. Like, we run plays and sets just to try and make a hole in the defense, you know, and to get the next man open so you can get an open shot.
Before you did come to the States, obviously you was able to play some professional ball and talk 17 years old out there with grown men. People don't understand how much your game has to grow, or, you know, them grown men gonna say, I don't care that he's 17. I see how big he is. Talk about how much that helped your game mature, because like you were saying, you go out there in a grown man's league that you either gonna fit in or you won't. It really won't be an in-between. How much did it help your game mature to where it is now?
I mean, it helped a lot. I mean, I had a 30-year-old guys on the big man position on my team, so they were giving me tips. And the coaches, I mean, they're like 20, 30 years experience, you know, so they got the knowledge and they passed it on to me. And it just been, that helped me grow my game a lot, you know, so I can see how I should develop, you know, physically, so I can compete with the bigger dudes.
And speaking of that, people see, man, he's 6'11". Of course, he's going to accept the fact that he's a big man. But you just said, no, you have to grow into it. Hey, man, I'm 6'11", but 6'11" in basketball, unfortunately, people, is normal. It shouldn't be.
Yeah.
When did you realize, hey man, I'm gonna accept the fact that I'm gonna play the center position. I'm gonna let my game mature because nowadays 6'11", 7 feet, they y'all out there on the perimeter. Y'all shooting threes. Y'all
Yeah.
bringing the ball up the court, women yama. Y'all doing everything. When did you say, all right, I'm gonna have the skill set of a guard, I'm gonna have the presence of a power forward, I'm gonna have the skill set of a two, but I'll play the five.
Yeah. I mean that's just been my whole play style since I was young, you know. I've always liked to bring the ball up, you know. And before, when I was a little, like 2 years ago, I think I was a little bit more skinnier. I mean, my hands were like this, you know. So like I had to work on my handles, you know, try and fix my jumper and all that, even though I was still playing the center position since I'm so tall, you know.
Matt Golden, Coach Golden, has made it a point. Hey man, international players are gonna be a part of my normal, even from his days in San Francisco. And I know you got recruited by Rutgers. I know that Chattanooga, obviously, with you being in the city, offered you. But what was it about Coach Golden to let you know, look, you know what type of system we run. You know we play strong defense. You know we get out there on the. What was it about his system that made you say, hey man, I think it's gonna be a good fit?
I mean, me and Coach Golden know each other since the U17 World Cup. That's when he first contacted me, and I mean, since then we've been chatting on and off. But I mean, I really liked his personality, and I think he's a very accepting coach, and I just like the play style they run over at UF.
Having other teammates that played internationally that had a very similar path than you, they had to play professionally before they. How much does that help you? Because most of the time when you come on a team, Victor, I want to know that somebody's out here like me. And when I say like me, I mean my experience is having other teammates that, had to play, have played internationally, coming from the international circuit. How much does that help you, like really get the games built? And they kind of help the I guess like the process of coming from Serbia to Chattanooga to Gainesville a little bit more easy on you.
I mean, it helps. It definitely helps. I think it mixes the game up because back home, you know, like I said, we play a lot of teamwork and a lot of passing the ball. And here it's more like ISO, go to the basket, go score. And I think we're making a good combination of the two, you know. So we'll see how teams will figure that out.
Now, I mean, Victor, you 6'11". Y'all got a freshman coming in. This boy's 7'9". Is he 7'9"? Is he really
Yeah,
7'9"?
yeah, that's my boy Olivier. Yeah,
Now,
I'm at.
it ain't too many people in life you're gonna have to
Uh,
look up to. This boy walks in and you like, listen. I mean, what is it like playing with somebody, having a teammate literally that gigantic?
I mean, it's great because, I mean, first of all, he's a great dude. And like I said, I knew him from the U17 World Cup when we played against each other. Against each other for the first time. I knew him since then. And to be honest, I was pretty happy to hear that he's coming here because we knew I mean, we didn't really talk that much, but, you know, you still played against him. You kind of know him. You guarded him. He guarded me, you know. And also working out with him is great because he gets to work on defending me, who for him, I'm smaller than him, you know. But so he's working on guarding me and the smaller, quicker opponent, and I'm working on my hook shots over him. And since he's 7'9", he can touch the rim, you know, standing. It's great. Great to get a feel for the hooks, if you know what I mean.
I do. I mean, and speaking, listen, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he has the most unstoppable move in basketball here, the sky hook. Now, most people don't want to do the sky hook, Victor, because it's the hook. I don't want to look like I'm a throwback player. I don't want to look like it's like they expect you to come out there with tube socks on, wearing Converse with the Daisy Duke shorts on. But when your coaches are saying, look, this could be one of your go-to moves, because at the end of the day, do we care about how it looks when you're getting buckets, or do we care that you're getting buckets? So when you getting
Of course.
the hook shot is one, getting your position, like listen, getting to my spot, getting the rock, working on my footwork. When did the hook become a norm for you? Because it's one thing that you do it, it's nothing. You got to accept the fact this is gonna be a part of my game. When did Victor decide, hey, I don't care how it looks, bro. At the end of the day, if I drop 20 on you and 16 of them was hooks, 2 of them, 4 came at the free throw line, doesn't really matter as long as you're getting buckets.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like you said, it's all about the win, you know. Nobody cares how you get the points as long as you get them. And I know it's kind of a boring move, but sometimes you can spice it up, like with a couple of fun fakes, get them up in the air, get an and one. I think that gets the bench real hype, real hype.
And Victor, you a true rim protector. I know every time you hear a big man, everybody puts the rim protector tag on a big man just cause. But all of them ain't rim. Just because he's standing in front of the rim and he making it hard to get to the rim, don't make him. No, you a guy that, hey man, listen, I'm gonna give you 20, I'm gonna give you 15. But when I'm looking at 6 blocks, 5 blocks, that means that, hey man, those are the ones that didn't get called as a foul, which y'all listen, y'all big men don't like when y'all get called for them blocks. Like, bro, I got all ball. What you mean?
Yeah.
Talk about having that being known as a rim protector, but really taking on that moniker. Hey man, I ain't no easy buckets when I'm down here, man.
For sure. For me, the worst thing is letting the opponent score an easy bucket. Like, you always gotta contest that because nobody wants to be down 2 more, And I've always prided myself with, going up for the dudes who are trying to dunk it and trying to block them,
This Florida team, y'all ain't gonna sneak up on nobody. I mean, when you look at what Coach Golden has been able to establish in the short time he's been in Gainesville, y'all respected in the SEC, out the conference, nationally. What are you most looking forward to, repping the orange and blue? Because like I say, when it comes to Florida basketball, that's some rich tradition.
No, I'm trying to bring us back to the glory days. I mean, not myself only, but with my whole team, We're really trying to make a good push this season, And I think we're pretty capable. We got a good team, and we just got to keep working on it.
Victor, you can run the floor, G. Listen, I know your game, man. I said, this boy can get up. Because once, the one thing I get with centers is I go, look, man, I'm pretty sure coaches say, listen, Victor, we need you to get back, You a guy that can run the floor. And, I mean, I ain't seen a lot of rundown blocks, but I'm like, Victor think he's slick, man. I can see sometimes you let your opponent think they're ahead of you, like, bro, I got some length. Yeah. Is it something about the art of defense? Like, it's one thing to play it. Is it a mind game for you when you guarding guys? Like, what is your mindset when you got a guy in front of you, especially if it's, quote, a big name guy who got a lot of height?
I mean, I sometimes you can see it in the guy's eyes if he's trying to boom on you and stuff. But like when they see you like slacking off and stuff, like they're gonna go think it's an easy layup, and that's when you get them.
American basketball and international basketball has gotten really close. We saw that in the Olympics. Like, it used to be America just so far ahead. Why do you think international basketball has caught up? Even it ain't caught America, but I mean, it used to be tier 1, tier 2. What has made the international game come as far as it's come to be able to look at guys like LeBron and Steph and come in and say, hey man, we don't got as many players as y'all got, but we got some real good.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's one thing about it is that there's a lot of talented European players in the NBA. And once the season is over, they probably go back to their countries, play against their former teammates from their country, and they just get to sharpen each other's iron,
Yourself, Bogdanovic, Jokic, you talked about they teach y'all unselfish basketball, and now you get to add that one-on-one element from how dangerous of a player does that make you? Because you go, look, man, I don't got to be taught unselfishness. I'm taught that from the first time I pick up a basketball. But now you come to America, they say, hey, listen, we want you to be able to break dudes down one-on-one. What level does that take your game to?
Well, first of all, I really look up to Jokic and to Doncic, how they play at their own pace, slicing up the defense and stuff on one-on-one situations. And when they see the double team coming, they know when to make the right pass and stuff. But, I try to incorporate some of their skills into my game because they're like top 3 best players in the NBA currently.
I mean, number one, I'm a Hawks fan. We drafted Luka and then we traded him for Trae Young. To this day, I don't understand. I don't understand that. Like, listen, I love Trigger Trae because I have to because I'm a Hawks fan. But I'm like, they said, we take Luka, and I said, why is he taking the Hawks hat off. He's going. Anyway, that'll be a total different show for a total different day. But when I watch Luka Doncic's game, his game is not fast. It's smooth. He don't got the. His crossover ain't like Kyrie's, but it's effective. And what is it about the patience that y'all play with? Because Luka go, look, man, I've been playing professionally like you. I've already played professionally before. I just played over here. Now I get to when you watch Luka's game and you say to yourself, his game is like, to me, Luka is like a little bit faster version of like a Paul Pierce, if you remember. They play a little very similar. Nothing being that effective as a basketball player. Does that come from getting your shots up in the gym? Does it come from confidence? Does it come from, just repetition? What do you think makes a great basketball player?
Well, to be honest, I mean, Luka, he started off in Real Madrid. I think he played for the senior team while he was 16. I remember that time I was watching, and I was just amazed how he's able to do that against grown men over back in Europe. Because, I mean, to be honest, I think it's more physical back home a little bit. And the game, he was playing against grown men at 16 years old. I think that really helped him with his game. And, he just plays at his own pace. Like you said, he's looking for even the smallest opening, he's just looking for that. And he's trying to use that to his advantage.
You are a full-blown college student athlete, University of Florida, biggest brand in the state. Take nothing away from those other colleges, those NFL teams, NBA teams. What is it like? Because when I played at Florida, we didn't have the attention that y'all get now. We didn't have Florida Victorious. We didn't have NIL. We didn't have the exposure. And when I say exposure, I mean like the world through like social media. How do you navigate it all, Victor? Because you're international. So I'm talking to my people back home in Serbia, but now I'm over here in Gainesville. How does one navigate it when you only been in the States, what, a couple of years?
Not even a year. It's going to be a year, like in a month, I think, or two. But it's all very new to me. I'm still getting used to it. But everybody's been helping me very much, So I haven't been really having that much trouble. But it's a new experience, a whole nother experience. And I'm sorry, I'm looking down because my cat keeps bothering me.
you got a kid. He's a cat lover, people. So for those of you who was already in love with Victor, he's a cat lover. There it is. There and listen, and speaking of that, people think, hey, we got Viktor Mikic. He's 6'11", 235, rim protector, already played professionally. Now he come over here to Chattanooga. Now he's with the Gators. They think everything is smooth for you. Like, oh, he got it all together. What are some of the, outside of the fact that you're 6'11" and they don't make cars for you at all? They just don't. What is it about Victor that people don't think that you have to deal with, that the everyday person has to deal with?
Well, I mean, it's one thing. It's one thing to work out and stuff, but to go to a whole different continent, to leave your family behind, friends, and all that stuff, it's like it's been difficult. The first time I was going, I was like super sad because I knew I wasn't gonna come back for a long time, and I was there for like 9 months, and when I came back, it was such a weird feeling because my friends, I mean, they didn't change a lot, and my family, but they matured, they changed a little bit, so that kind of made me sad.
I mean, and I think you just said something. You said I went to a whole nother continent. Like I'm not going to another part of Europe. I'm going, to North America. I'm going. How long of a flight is that?
It's a long flight. I take a flight to either Germany or to Amsterdam. So that's like 2 hours, and then to the U.S. it's about 10 to 12 hours, and then I land in Tampa, and that's another 2 hour car ride.
So, hold on, but before you even got to before you even got to Gainesville, you was in Chattanooga.
Yeah.
What you talk about a culture shock? Number one, whatever movies you ever seen that had American, actors in it, they were not from Chattanooga. They were not from Tennessee. You get off the plane in Tennessee, in Chattanooga. This ain't Nashville. This ain't Knoxville. This ain't Memphis. It's Chattanooga. Nothing
Yeah.
wrong with Chattanooga. What was that like saying, what in the world? Where am I at?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, when I got off the plane the first time, I mean, I was actually the first time I was in America. It was when I was with the NBA Academy. It was I was in Atlanta, but I didn't get to socialize that much with people because we were staying at the hotel. But when I got to Chattanooga, I mean, it was all so much, so much weirder. Like it was way crazier than I expected it, and like it's way different. Like over in the U.S., you guys drive more, but back home, like you could get on public transport, walk. Everything's kind of close by. I don't know, and then in the U.S., it's all spread out, different.
Well, that's the thing too. It just depends on it. Like, had you got off the plane in New York, you would have had the public transit because New York, it's gonna be you got people driving, and you got off in America in the South, the deep South. Then you was in Atlanta, but you didn't get to really interact. But now you go from big city, you go from nice size city Chattanooga, big city Atlanta. You get off the plane in Tampa, but now you in Gainesville. The Gainesville ain't a big city. You like it's okay. We got the campus. We got a lot of people walking around. Everybody's wearing their orange and blue all the time. But you said it was 90. It's 90 degrees where you at right now. But it's hot, hot, hot in Florida. Did you get
Yeah.
on the plane and go, what? You feel that humidity? Was it? I mean, even though you played obviously in the O Dome, how was it adjusted to the heat of Florida?
Well, to be honest, like I told you, it's very hot here. Like some cars are even setting on fire because of the heat. Like it's
Jesus.
very hot. So over in Florida, I mean, I'm kind of used to the weather already. I know it's humid, but it's bearable. But to be honest, here it's kind of worse because over there it's humid. There's a lot of trees, a lot of nature. But here's more concrete, so it gets hotter.
What usually when you go away for a year or you go away for a little while from home and you come back home, the first thing your family say, your friends say, they go, "Yo, Victor, man, you look different. Man, you've been lifting weights, you've been eating. I mean, did you get that when you got out? Bro, you looking a little fuller these days, man."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, it's great over at UF. We got a big old facility for us student athletes, and it's like a big dining hall with like the food is endless. I don't know how to explain it. We can eat whatever we
Y'all
want.
got them chefs over there. I know that new
Yeah,
hall they gave you. Y'all got them chefs over
yeah,
there. But here's the thing, though, Victor. I always, because when you're 6'11", you know, you're literally taller than everybody other than Olivier. I mean, you taller than everybody.
hmm
Do you get used to people staring at you? Because when you that tall, you walk in the building and you go, all right, I got to walk. I'm walking in to get me something to eat, or I'm walking in. Do you just get used to people looking up at you, staring at you all the time?
yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm used to it. And, I mean, I don't really mind. It's like they just say like, "Oh my God, how tall are you?" Blah blah blah. Nothing crazy. But recently, since I've been hanging out with Olivier, I mean, we just go walk around the stores, and nobody bothers me anymore.
Of
And
course, of course. They, they,
they're
they look at
taller
you
than
and
me.
look at him and go, I'm
Yeah,
trying to.
they don't even notice me. They don't even notice me. So it's chill.
I mean, hold on. You and Olivia walking around. What the hell are y'all driving? I mean, especially with Olivia, what are y'all? I'm serious. Like, what are y'all getting out of that can fit? Let alone you. What are you and Olivia riding around in, or y'all just walking everywhere y'all go?
I mean, we walk, but there's been a couple of times we were going with a friend, with a teammate of ours, Isaiah, and he just Olivier puts his seat all the way back and rolls the seat way back, and I had to sit in the back seat like hunched over.
I mean, well, speaking of that, I mean, okay, you got big dreams and aspirations of playing. Obviously, you've already played big time. Listen, you go from playing professional, now you're playing collegiately. Obviously, you have dreams of continuing to play big time professional basketball. What type of car, Victor, do you plan on getting when you do decide to get you a whip? What kind of car are you gonna get?
Well, to be honest, I was thinking about getting like not I wasn't even thinking about getting a car, to be honest, since I don't know if I should get it here since I'm gonna be in the U.S. and I don't want to spend my money. So I was probably just thinking about saving up until I get like a little bit more extra dollars, so I can get a good whip.
So Victor's already money conscious. He's frugal with his money, saying, "Listen, man, I'm gonna get another cat. I'm a cat lover, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
get another cat to go with the cat that I already got. Keep my money in my pocket." But what has been the biggest transition from Serbia to America?
Well, I think it's just cultural. It's kind of different. The people are different. The the way they communicate is different. But like, I don't know. It's that, and it's the size of the U.S. That kind of shocked me since it's so huge. And like I've been traveling last season with my team, but like I feel like I haven't even explored 1% of the whole U.S. Even though we were traveling so much, but like
You came all the way to the States with a dream. Hey man, I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna see if I can do this American basketball. This thing that I grew up watching. I've seen Bogdanovich and Luca, and Jokic. I've seen them, but they're still the rarest of the rare. Even though they're great and MVPs or MVP candidates are going to the finals, you came all the way from everything you knew and loved to get off on a plane in Chattanooga, Tennessee, where somebody was walking down the street on a horse. Like, what the? Down the street, though, with the horse. He's like, can y'all see this? And then you started getting recruited. That go Chattanooga. That go Rutgers. All of a sudden, it's a 352 area code. It's Coach Golden. Do you pitch yourself sometimes, Victor, and say, dude, I'm actually doing what I came here to do?
yeah. I mean, I try and stay focused, not to get too full of myself, but I think I'm on a good path. Like if I saw myself 2 years ago, if somebody told me what was gonna be like 2 years ago, I wouldn't believe them. So I think I'm proud of myself, and I just want to continue working on it and try and make it to the NBA. That's the goal. That's the
What
goal.
is it? Yes, sir. What is it? What is it like? What is it like being that atmosphere known as Florida Gator basketball? Because I mean, obviously, I'm a former Florida Gator. I played football, and I remember I was there with Udonis Haslam and Mike Miller, Teddy Dupay, and then obviously, when I was leaving, that's when Joakim Noah, and Horford and those guys came in and went back to back. But you played. I was there with Billy Donovan. Now they got Matt Golden. Man, what is it like playing for Florida basketball these days, man? Y'all like the hottest ticket in town, man, when basketball season come around.
That's true. That's true. I mean, there's always people greeting us and stuff on the street, saying how we're doing because they know we're on the basketball team. And I haven't experienced the Florida atmosphere yet, but what I saw on Instagram and stuff, it looks crazy. I can't wait to be a part of that.
Hold on. So you running the floor, right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, we got too many guards to name for Florida. They listen. You run the floor, they give you a nice little dime. You come down, man. You come straight down the lane, man. The dunk it off. So they say, Victor. I mean, the whole old dome. Because here's the thing: the old dome is it's different. It's a different type of crazy. It's one thing to see it. Now they're gonna be like at center. I mean, because our fans crazy now. We don't hold it. We don't hold back. Dunking on somebody or blocking somebody's shot? What would you rather have? A great block, or you just yammed on somebody's head and you just looking at them like all the way there. Postmark all the way from Serbia. For you, that was fun.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm getting hype. I'm getting hype definitely, but a good block is good. But if you boom on someone, man, that gets the crowd hype. You know what I
Cause,
mean?
and you know what? Because the one thing I used to hear was when we had obviously the international players now is normal in college. When I was in college, you had a couple because we didn't, they didn't understand like Coach Matt Golden does. But they used to always tell us, I say, what is it about America that y'all get, when you like overseas? They say y'all influence, like stuff y'all say, stuff y'all like. We start doing that stuff. Like I keep on saying somebody getting boomed on because that's what my children say. Oh yeah, he got yammed on, he got boomed on, and you get a chance to Well, do you listen? Do you want to just boom on him? Do you want to catch a oop on him, like, or do you want to catch it, face him up, and go? I'm going to take you straight to the rack.
Well, I think my favorite would be like the dude defending me. I get him up on a pump fake, and then I drive, and then who's under the basket? Dunk on him.
Hold on. Victor was saying, listen, I want 2 for 1. What? No. It's a dude behind him that think he ain't gonna boom on me. What? All right. I've been wanting to try you all game. So I'm gonna get him up in the air. I'm a yam on. And here's another thing. What if you boom on him and he fouls you? So that's an one.
And I'm going crazy with the crowd, man. I'll be like,
Listen. So basically, Victor is saying, listen, man, I gotta listen. I got Serbia looking at me, but I got my people back at home looking at me. I'm not gonna get him. What? You think I came this far to get embarrassed? No, I'm embarrassing you. I like that. I want to listen. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say, well, Victor, I'm gonna call you 2 for 1. He want 2 for 1. Yeah. He want both of them. I want both. That way, I got him up in the air. He can't guard me. And he thought I wasn't gonna try to yam on him. I just boomed on him. And I got the crowd hype. I hit my and one. I go to the bench, and I'm just looking at him. And then when y'all have to, do the little handshakes at the end of the game, you just look at him like this. I told you, bro. Do you tell people during the game, bro? I'm telling you, if I catch you, do y'all talk to each other like that when y'all out there let them know, hey, bro, if I catch you, man, I'm gonna try to boom on you.
yeah, definitely. I mean, I was more of a trash talker back in the day, but now I kind of turn it down a little. I don't know why, but I just like being focused in game. But in practice, we be trash talking a lot.
Listen, I guarantee
it gets
you
fiery and competitive.
I'm about to say, what I heard about Coach Golden in his practices, they be really, really competitive. Like he want you guys, because he said, I want their personality to come out through their play. I don't want them to get all shy. You can't be shy and timid when you play for Florida. Y'all on everybody's list. Everybody want to play y'all and beat y'all and embarrass y'all. It ain't gonna happen that way. But SEC basketball, you might want to tune up the pipes, Victor, because you're gonna have to talk LSU. What? Tennessee? They're gonna be talking. They're gonna be talking a little bit, especially when it comes to them tournaments or what may have you. But Kentucky, even though they got a new head coach, they gonna be coming. But since you've been in Gainesville, though, man, before I let you get out of here, man, what have you enjoyed? Is there a favorite thing you like to do? A favorite place you like to go in Gainesville?
Well, to be honest, I enjoy walking around campus. It's very pretty, and in in Serbia, like we don't have campuses and stuff. Like that's such a whole new thing, and the size and everything is like unbelievable to me. Like when I was there, I was like, dang, this is the whole campus. They were like, nah, we got some more, and they showed me around. Like we didn't even go and check out the whole campus because it's so big. I mean, it's just great. It's a wonderful place, and the people, like, I'm enjoying it.
Big to be walking around with Olivier. I mean, you got two of the tallest dudes in Florida that don't play for the Heat and the Magic, walking around. Well, and then people just come to me. Y'all take more pictures with random people. Can we take Can I take a picture? Like, yeah, you just stand there like, all right. And people just, I don't listen when you listen. I'm 6'5", you 6'11". I mean, I'm tall, but I'm not. You tall. You that, I stood next to Yao Ming
Hmm.
when I was in the NFL. We was playing Houston. He was in a Yao Ming was in a Best Buy, just buying stuff. I'm like, is that Yao Ming? And when I stood next to him, I'm like, good. It's almost like my head was like in his stomach. I'm just looking up at him, and he like, is that it? Like, yeah, that's all. That's it.
Yeah.
Because that's why I asked you about the whole taking the pictures thing. But I know you at home right now. I know your parents and your siblings, they gonna see this. What would you say to them? Because they had to believe in you so much that you believe in yourself to even want to take that dream, to another continent, Chattanooga and now Gainesville. What would you say to your friends and your family about supporting you to even get you to this point?
Well, I'm thankful. I'm thankful for everyone, and I love everyone very much. And like their support has been helpful a lot, like helping me a lot since I'm here alone. I mean, not alone. I have friends and teammates, but it's weird when you don't have when like I can't go over to my grandma's house when I can't see my mom, dad. So it's been tough, but I'm getting used to it. And I mean, I know what I came to the U.S. to do.
So now when you go back, listen. You go back home to Serbia, man, and you're working with Florida Victorious, which they do an incredible job of making sure that when you home that you being profiled. That you're not just back home. Listen, man, he belongs to us now. So this is the package that comes with the University of Florida Victorious. When you start doing youth basketball camps, big man camps, letting these young, because you got to know, Victor, you are one of one, sir. Meaning it's a bunch of big men that want to forget the fact that they want to play professionally. They want to play on the under 19, the under 20 teams that you've done. They want to be able to go to the NBA academy, and it's a numbers game. You've done that. You get to inspire them to say, listen, you may never leave Serbia, but you can still make an impact right here. And now you get to represent, because now every time you boom on somebody, listen, Jokic, Bogdanovic, Luka. Listen, man, his name is Victor. He played for them boys down there in Gainesville. He's repping. He's getting to do what y'all couldn't do. They didn't go to college because they couldn't. They had to go straight to the NBA, right? Now, y'all already dominate the NBA. Now y'all finna be dominating college? Good. Give us a chance over here in the States. Y'all winning MVPs, back-to-back MVPs in the NBA, almost winning the finals this year. You almost messed it up for Tatum and Boston this year, Luka. You almost messed it up. Now, y'all in the SEC. Stop playing with me, man. Stop. If you listen, when you came to America, did you have a certain school in mind that you thought you would go to, or did you say, I just want to play collegiate?
Well, to be honest, it was Florida. I was thinking about Florida because I know Coach Golden, and I know how good of a coach he is, and I know what his plans were. And the college is great itself, and it has a winning tradition. Like you said, in 2006 and 2007 when they went back to back, like I just want to be part of that.
No. You are a part of it, and listen. The golden era, literally and figuratively, is here. Listen. I don't care if they 6'11", 7'9". I don't even know what the hell a 7'9" person. I don't know what size shoes he wears. They don't make them in the stores.
He wears a size 20. The shoes are this big.
Listen. This is when you know you're big. When a big man looks at you and go, dude, you too freaking big, bro. Like, listen. You don't got to worry about it wearing your shoes. I mean, you don't got to worry about Olivier wearing nothing of yours. When you can stand and just touch the rim, but you gonna make him better because he's bigger, but you quick, and obviously y'all get to work off each other. It's good to have teammates, man, that understand what you're going through, understand where you came from, understand where you headed. I'm just happy that we got you. That way, when people say, "Hey, man, you a Luka fan?" Yeah. Oh, you a Bogdanovic fan? Yeah. What about Jokic? Yeah. I'm a Victor fan. Who he play for? Them Gators. Boy, you ain't know. Listen. You want to know what a Serbian looked like if he went to college? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. He plays for Florida right now. Turn on the tube. Turn on the tube during basketball season. And listen, he either doing one or two things. What? He either getting his teammates to rock, yeah, or he yamming on people. Yeah. You're getting posterized. And look, and he just gonna look you in the face, and he gonna hit you with the 2-1. Well, that's what he want. He should wear 2-1 because he want 2-for-1. He want the man he's trying to guard him, and he want the one because the guy that's under the rim in basketball is in the most dangerous position because you could get embarrassed at any given time. I'm just here for it. Listen, Victor, love the fact that we have you. Keep that same smile. Keep that same enthusiasm, man. I'm looking forward to watching you just get better and better on the court. And I think the most dangerous position in life is when they got to move you to the 4 because freaking Olivier the 5. Good luck with that, dealing with that when they go to that set. Because my God, y'all two on the floor together is going. They can't even see the rim no more. It's gonna be all jump shots at that point. Yeah. No layups. But listen, man.
We locking the paint down.
Listen. Locking the paint down. They are inventing a car right now for Olivier. They don't make them. They're making one. It's gonna be called the Olivier. It's gonna be called that. It's gonna be like a limo, but he's just driving the regular.
He's gonna have to get the extended Lamborghini like Shaq did.
Yes, and Lamborghini. Just give it to him. He ain't paying for that. Give it, Luca. Right, listen, Luca, get Olivier, and you got to get Viktor a whip. Whatever whips they want. Whatever. And listen, Viktor just said Luca, he want his car to come with a built-in litter box because his cat gonna be in there with him. So his cat got to ride with him. Listen, he is Viktor Mikic. I am being true. This was the latest installment of 84 Reasons, No Games, No Gimmicks, No Reasons. But if you need a reason, his name is Viktor. He wants 2 for 1. He gonna save his bread, and you might catch him walking around campus with a 7'9" destroyer named Olivier. Guess what? They listen. As long as you don't play basketball, they the nicest people. But if you put on the wrong colors, you will get yammed on. And it ain't personal. It's straight business.
Yammed on.